If I asked you, what are your current frustrations and challenges in your life right now, the things you would list would probably involve people, other people.
Absolutely.
There are certain thinking traps and powerful truths about people, and we'd like to introduce you to a couple of the most important ones. The first thinking trap is that other people are the same as me, or they should be the same as me. They have the same beliefs, they have the same expectations, the same motivations. This is a trap, and you just stuck your foot into it if you think that way.
I remember being in a business situation one time where this team had worked together and they'd accomplished a lot of things. And not everybody on the team knew everybody very well. And this one woman, I call her the huggy woman, she went around hugging everybody. This really tight squeeze that she put on everybody in the group. And there was one man from a different part of the world, came from a culture where the only person you would hug would be your wife, not even in public. And he was mortified by this. And because she believed that everybody was the same, she thought that this was an okay thing to do. He wasn't comfortable at all.
One of our students, Jason, at work, he was given a big project to do with other members of his team, and Jason ended up doing all the work. And so when it was time to give the presentation to the boss, and the boss said, "Good job, team," Jason expected that the other guys on the team would say, "Hey, Jason did a lot of the work," but they just sat there and took the credit. Jason believed that they were the same as him, and that they would give credit where credit was due. Another example of how people can think differently. What about eye contact when you talk to somebody? Is looking someone in the eye when you talk to them rude, or is it polite and to be expected?
If the dinner invitation is for 7 o'clock, is it polite or rude to arrive at 7:30 or a few minutes early or 15 minutes late? What's the right thing to do?
And if you work late, is that dedication or is that poor time management?
If you have an inquisitive neighbor, and is this person nosy, or are they just really curious and taking an interest in their community?
People are different. The truth is that you have your own unique set of beliefs or mental programs. Those mental programs, those beliefs, create your experience and attract your personal reality. Other people's mental programs differ a little or a lot from yours. Keep that in mind. So pretend that you're an anthropologist from a far-off galaxy. You're here to observe these fascinating creatures, humans. Be curious about what they believe, because what they believe is what they create as real in their lives.
If you've already attended the Dynamine course, you can use your alpha-theta processing to do a psychic dialogue technique to interview the important people in your life. So if you want to bring some clarity or understanding to a situation, that will help you find out what's really going on. You'll understand these people better, and you'll make better decisions about them. Will this be useful?
Another thinking trap is, what I say is what people hear. The words float out of my mouth, and they float over and go in their ear, and they get what I mean. It doesn't work that way. All of you who are parents, you know that you say word, 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 and the kids hear buzz, buzz, buzz. For instance, a parent says, "Do your homework," and the parent means, "Do it now." The kids hear, "Do your homework," and the meaning is, "Oh yeah, do your homework after you've checked out your Facebook, had some pizza, watched your favorite show, and talked to your friends on the phone." And it's no wonder that there isn't very good communication. So keep in mind that people hear you through their filters. They will delete from what you say, they'll distort from what you say, they'll take what you say and generalize it, or they'll add to what you say, and they don't do this deliberately. But it's all done based on their beliefs, their filters. So be prepared to keep that truth in mind. If you've already attended Dynamine, use your alpha-theta processes to program yourself to be completely flexible, utterly curious, and fiercely observant as you interact with these fascinating fellow creatures.
And remember, sometimes the choice is between being right and being happy. Which would you like? You can also use your Alpha Quad rehearsal technique to practice new positive ways of responding and communicating. When you use this technique to intuitively align yourself with the expertise of someone who already does something very well, it will help you become better at communicating and understanding others.